go ahead and grab these tissues just in case. You're here last time, you get that. Ready for me? When I was younger, I received a chemistry set for girls from Santa Claus. The set came with different scents that you could mix together to make perfumes or lip balms. After just a few times playing with the set, my dad decided that I wasn't sciencing right and I wasn't allowed to play with the kit anymore. In retrospect, perhaps Santa had purchased the kit for his own amusement. As a result, I spent the next couple of years hating my biology and earth sciences classes. I never anticipated the comfort and satisfaction that I would come to find in my high school chemistry class. I really enjoyed drawing and naming the organic compounds. I don't know why that's happened. I liked balancing equations and memorizing the periodic table. My teacher was really cool. She was young and female, and I admired her a lot. And it didn't hurt that I was the top of my class all year. It was visualizing this teacher and my name on the top of the students list that convinced me that I should major in chemistry at IU. But when it came down to it, I wasn't exactly excelling in any of my classes. I found a friend that helped me squeak by in beginner's chemistry. I batted my eyes through physics and calculus. But when I got to organic chem, I was out of stepping stones. After failing organic chemistry twice, I decided maybe chemistry wasn't the right path for me. My 19-year-old self panicked and packed to go home mentally. I'll be a wedding planner, I announced. You don't need a degree to be a wedding planner, Mom. Unfortunately, Mom was still my main source of income at the time, so she was ultimately the final decision maker. So we did some research, and we found the tourism management program at IU. I decided to look at it as a foundation for my future wedding planning company, and Mom was thrilled that I was continuing my education. In order to earn this degree, I had to complete an internship. On a whim, I applied for an internship with a vacation rental home company in Florida. I thought it'd be really cool to spend the summer on the beach, and I never thought that I would be accepted for it, but I was. 33 interns in total gathered in Destin, Florida for a week of training, and then we were assigned a location that we would work for the remainder of the summer. 2 other girls and I were assigned to the only location in Panama City Beach. It was an hour away from all the other interns, and I was devastated. I never thought that I would get along with these 2 girls, but it turned out to be one of the best summers of my entire life and 2 of the best relationships that I will ever have. One of the biggest realizations that I made is that it is possible to live somewhere other than Indiana. I had just 1 semester left after that internship to earn my degree, and I didn't have anything lined up yet. Somewhere along the line, I had decided that wedding planning is probably only fun in movies and fairy tales, so I shifted my sights to conferences and meetings. I kept an eye out for this dream job, but I didn't see a clear route to getting there. I guess you could say I was practicing Kaizen. And that made me forget rhythm. So I took a couple interviews and didn't get anywhere, and I worked at a restaurant in the meantime. As you can imagine, I had a pretty good amount of free time, and I had senioritis like no one could ever believe. So when I received an email that a conference team in Indianapolis was looking for some volunteers, I thought, why not? I don't have any plans that day. I worked with Michelle and Lindsay for 2 days at the 10th Annual World Aquatic Health Conference. I assembled name tags and packets, I checked people in at the registration desk, and I networked with people I never imagined I would see again. I even met our CEO twice because I had colored my hair orange in between in preparation for Halloween. Later, I connected with Michelle on LinkedIn. She wrote a beautiful letter of recommendation about me. After a couple interviews and no callbacks yet, I was feeling pretty down on myself. But then I received a phone call. Michelle wanted to know if I would ever consider moving away from Indiana for a job opportunity. Thanks to Florida, I knew that I could do it for at least a little while. Even so, I discussed with my parents for a pretty long time before deciding that flying out for the interview couldn't hurt. When we toured the office, this one that we're standing in, I could see myself sitting at the desk that they said would be mine. I remember connecting with Alex about not eating seafood. And I remember telling a really bad joke about being really bad at chemistry to our CEO, who I promptly discovered is a chemist by trade. Michelle offered me the job before we even left town, and I accepted. Who would have thought that not being allowed to mix perfumes could get me here?